Yo, what up? What up? Welcome back to another episode of the greatest podcast on the face of the earth. You are here with me at the LeVar Walker Podcast Show. And before we get any deeper into this, listen, if you live in San Antonio, I'm going to be at Upstage Comedy Lounge June 13th and 14th. Get those tickets at LeVarWalker.me. Tickets are moving pretty good, so pull up on your boy. Get those tickets. Let's go. Before I get into deeper this too, just y'all say if y'all can hear me in the chat. Just let me know if you can hear me. We got a lot of stuff that we have to cover. Shout out to everybody that's been watching me cover the Diddy trial for the past few days. I've been live streaming. I've been streaming. I've been kind of streaming low key because right now streamers run the world. I don't know if people been paying attention, but the streamers are definitely running the world. Got a little bit of background music playing too. Can y'all hear that? Or do I need to? Let me see if I can switch this. What's happening, Byron Howard? What's popping, man? What's popping, everybody on Instagram? I see y'all too. Shout out to everybody watching me on the gram, man. Y'all good? Y'all can hear me? And y'all can hear that little background music in the background. That's what's up, man. But yeah, so I've been covering the Diddy trial every single day. What I'm doing, I stream it, and I do a up-to-date thing of what's going on in the courtroom, like every minute. So there's a guy called Inner City Press. He continuously tweets. He's the only person that's allowed in the courtroom with a device. So I've been watching this trial day by day. Now, before I get any deeper into this, I want to let you guys know I don't condone domestic violence. I don't condone peeing on people. I don't condone dipping bitches in baby oil. That's just not my thing per se. However, with that being said, are those illegal things? Should this man go to jail for the rest of his life for being bad, a bad person, and even hitting that girl? Should he go to jail? I don't believe so. We're talking a life sentence. As I've been following this trial, to me, nothing is making sense. It seems to me that the prosecution is talking in circles. I don't see the hard evidence. Every day they talk about how bad he was to Cassie, how he hit Cassie. We have watched this tape. It's been played a billion times. We know what I'm looking for. And this is what I'm saying. This is when I know he should get the rest of his life in jail. Where are the women? Where are the other women? Don't talk about Cassie. Show me the other women that he put in the van, that he hog-tied, that he drugged, and he made them do some stuff. And not only did he make them do some stuff, show me the women that he sold to other men so they could have their way. Don't just show me this man being in a freaky relationship, a swinger relationship with this woman. They were two swingers in a domestic, violent, toxic relationship. They are like our drunk uncles and aunties. We have them in the community. They fucking fight every day. But don't neither one of them get life in jail. And that's where I'm concerned. Today they almost threw a mistrial in the court because some evidence came up missing with the Kid Cudi bomb. So the Kid Cudi bomb, he allegedly blew Kid Cudi's car up. Now, when I heard that he blew Kid Cudi's car up, I'm thinking to myself, yo, man, I'm thinking of Casino or one of them old mobster movies where Kid Cudi walked out to that car and the whole car exploded. I'm not thinking that I'm going to see Kid Cudi's car, there's a hole in the roof and it looked like somebody burned his seat with a candle. But that's what we saw. So in trial today, for whatever reason, the fingerprint cards disappeared. Diddy's defense called for a mistrial. The judge denied the mistrial. I'm going to say this. As a lay person, as a person that's watching this and following this, and as I'm listening to it, I feel like I'm a juror. And I can tell you right now, if it's a juror in that, the jurors are getting tired. I know they are. I know there are jurors that are sick of this shit. And I do not see him getting a unanimous conviction. Impossible. You got 8 men, 4 women. somebody's gonna go, hell no. I just don't see it. And I know people get mad and people call me out of my name. People telling me I beat my wife because, it's so amazing to me how people are just so like polar. Like, is that the word I'm looking for? People are just one side or the other side. They want to fight. They polar opposites. And I'm like, we can't even present our ideas. It's okay if you think he's going to jail, and it should be okay if I feel the man is going to walk. Now, I got emotional during the trial because a few days ago when Cassie's mother testified and said this motherfucker called her for $20,000, allegedly, I felt that was like very low. I felt that was some control shit and just stupid. But they have yet to prove that. There's a lot of moving parts and bad boys, so I don't even know if they're going to be able to pin that on them. But it seems that every witness that comes to that stand, the defense is tearing their ass up. And I'm watching these media outlets report this, and it's like we are not seeing the same thing. I'm watching TMZ tear the man down every fucking day. I don't know what he did to the people over at TMZ, but nobody seems to be giving a fair assessment of this trial and what is going on. You looking at a guy, you talk about this guy, rich and famous. You got video of people begging to get into these parties, videos of people willing to sacrifice a lung or to give blood or to cut their foot off to get into these parties. You have disgruntled employees. I just don't see where he drug a part. Like, I don't see where he forced anybody to be there. I'm even listening to the people's testimonies, and Diddy was snapping somebody and say, well, you can get the fuck out. This is what they're saying in the testimony. The man said you can leave. So how the fuck is he holding you hostage when he say you can leave? And then they moved the goalpost. Well, I couldn't work no more in the industry. Nigga, you could have got another job. You can't go to Walmart. You can't get a CDL. You can't do HVAC. Oh no, you can't do none of that. That's not cool, right? You can't work with no regular people. So I'm seeing a lot of people that they say, well, he was power tripping all this. Look, and I've said this before. If you a grown ass man, bro, and another grown ass man tell you, yo, man, suck me off and all this shit, and you the cameraman, and he say suck me off, and you put that camera down and go over there and get on your knees, you're doing that because you're sacrificing yourself. You are sacrificing your soul. I'm in entertainment. I watch niggas do it every day. I watch these niggas kiss ass. They do everything trying to get on. They ain't trying to build shit themselves. They're like parasites looking for like someone to attach to. And they're willing to take a finger up the butt or get pissed on or whatever, just so they can be attached to. So that's why I'm called an asshole. I'm an asshole. That's why I'm sitting in this room and I do my podcast every week with not a lot of people watching. But you know what? You know what's different from me and the rest of these niggas is I dig it out the mud. That's the difference. That's the motherfucking difference. So you could be up under whoever you want to be, nigga, but it doesn't matter. People ain't even there to see most of y'all. And it's crazy to be. Y'all just out there shit smiling and shit, taking pictures at another nigga show. It's stupid. It don't even make fucking sense. And this is why I'm often called an asshole. And when these people say stuff to me and I tell them that, I'm a mean person. So what happens in this business when you sacrifice your soul and your asshole and it don't work out, and you sitting in that apartment and that motherfucking AC ain't working and that refrigerator is slim and that money ain't coming in, you get mad. I gotta go sue this nigga. Because when he pissed on me, I knew I was gonna be a big star. And to all the people out there that are like, man, that's fucked up. The people did this. All these people that's taking that stand wouldn't have talked to your black. They wouldn't have spat on none of y'all black asses in 06 and 07 when Bad Boy was popping. These were the people at the gate to them Diddy parties, treating you like shit. But all of a sudden, you got empathy and you care for them now. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. These people would have looked at you like you were dirt on their fucking shoe. And that is about 90% of them taking the stand. Like they said they couldn't get a job because they didn't want a job working with you, just taking up for their ass and feeling so sorry. People want to be on the private jet. People want to be dancing with the diamonds and shit and the light hitting them. I see it. That's why my career's slow. That is why. Because I'm an asshole. I call it out and I can't conform, bro. Like, I don't know. It's something in me. I just had this moral barometer. That's like, fuck you, bro. I can't do this. The fake laughing. I know comics that die inside when they out there on that road and you got to open for a motherfucker that's not even funny. But you know you can't say nothing because you ain't even attempting to get it on your own. I feel sorry for you. I do. I just look. I'm going to look and lie to you too. I lied to a lot of people in their face in this game. Yeah, it's all good. Because that's what you do. You gotta, to move through a room full of vultures, you got to put a certain mask on. And that's just what it is. So I believe the man gonna walk. I believe that at this point they're wasting taxpayer dollars. I believe that the attorney general of this case was overzealous when taking this case. And I don't know how many more tears, look, my condolences go out to Cassie, but I'm poor. Cassie is $20 motherfucking million up. 20 mil up. So, and this is only going to encourage others to stick around and sue. Kevin Liles, he's up next. Then Smokey Robinson, he's up next. Then I'm on Media Takeout. They trying to dig a Nipsey Hussle and put charges on Nip. It's a continuous circle. And as AI kicks up in Hollywood, as the doors are closing in Hollywood, because Google, the VO3 Google, which is what I've been playing with, which is text to video prompt, where now you can just write a whole movie. You can type a movie. Husband and wife gets in an argument. Husband forgot to bring the sugar. Argument ensues. Camera pans to the husband's face as he looks mad. Then it comes back out. Then you could have all these people interacting. Shout out to everybody behind the studio, though. I don't know if that's the best investment. I don't know if it's the best investment. Because the next $1 billion movie is going to come from a guy sitting in the room like me, just typing that shit out. And we won't even be able to tell the difference. Like even me, you could do a thing of me on the screen. You won't even know if it's me or not. Like I have to say I'm a real person. I have to prove I'm real. Because you won't even know. And that's what it is. Google VO3 came out 3 days ago, and I believe it has killed what we once knew as Hollywood. Now, am I saying it killed the entertainment business? No. But I am saying it has heavily disrupted the entertainment business, and it's more so made the field a level playing field. Because with this shit, you don't need a cameraman. You don't need no actors. You don't need a writer. You don't need no lighting. You don't need shit. Nothing. As a matter of fact, I was playing with it, and I want to show y'all this, man. This shit is crazy. And with this being said, watch 10 million more lawsuits ramp up. So if you a mogul out there, you better run and hide. You better run and fucking hide. I promise you. or if you are a current mogul, every woman you talk to, your ass better have a body cam on.
Everything for my depression. Nothing.
Now I'm going to show y'all this. This is not real. None of this you see is real. All of this was a text to video movie. Look at this.
Worked.
Every day felt heavy. I felt trapped.
Then I tried peppermint.
Our prescription helps your body secrete a special pheromone that attracts puppies.
I took the pill before bed, and when I woke up, there he was, the love of my life.
The pill does not target depression directly, but we found that
Look how real this shit look.
it's really difficult to be depressed when cute dogs show up at your doorstep. I used to feel so empty, but now I feel joy and mild concern how a pee stain got on the ceiling. My puppy listens twice as good as my ex-husband and only climbs into the lap of half as many of my friends.
Everybody is threatened. Every person that you see on TV is threatened. The only people that will survive is creators.
He chewed up my Bible and pooped in my good chair. But I'm happy for the first time in years.
Looks like a rat, barks like a demon. But he saved my life.
I named him Earl. He follows me everywhere and farts in his sleep. Just like my first husband.
Pupramine, for when your therapist says, maybe you should get a dog.
Look, man. This shit is insane. Like even me, man. Somebody be able to type me, use my picture, type this guy doing a podcast in a room with that sign behind him, and you don't even know if I'm real. But guess what, guys? I'm not real. You are watching right now Google VO3. LeVar is not even in town. LeVar is on his way to Chicago. No, I'm just bullshitting. It's really me. But this is wild, and this is what's happening. So as this is a major disruption, so you're going to see a lot of shit unravel, especially in Hollywood. Studios will no longer be spending, because what you saw, that commercial would have cost upwards of $500,000. Now you could probably do that commercial with this technology for about $200, $300. This is where we at. So as this happens, and to the ones that have sacrificed that asshole, and you've done all of those devious things behind the scene, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Now they got this shit. The studio's gonna feel them. They don't even have to pay nobody. I'm a person that SAG-AFTRA and WGA. How do you strike against it? Ain't a strike we can do to prevent this. ChatGPT can write you a whole script right now. Movie, episode, all that shit. They can write all that. And this is where we at. So you're gonna see, after this Diddy trial, there gonna be so many more CEOs, moguls, whales is what I would call them, just getting sued. Because people gonna need money. This is what's about to happen. And I don't think that we are looking at this as a big enough emergency right now. We are like frogs in boiling water. Because you put a frog, you could put a frog in boiling water. He'd just sit there. You turn the temperature up just a little bit at a time. He don't even realize that shit boiling until he dead. And I think that's where we are right now with all this shit. Waymo was picking up. Waymo is a new car service that was just, rolled out. Well, it's been out, but it just released in Atlanta. These are driverless cabs, bro. Driverless cabs. And to be us, like people in their 40s, I'm 47. I'll be 48 this year. I'm just glad I've always played with a lot of this shit, because like, how do you adapt? Well, you just ain't really got no choice now. And that shit is crazy. So it's really not even a choice, man. So it's wild. Everything is changed. Everything is backwards. You know, I'm streaming right now. Streamers have taken over. Streamers they're dominating. But you know what this Google VO3 will be able to do? Now I can create my own streamer. I can type that into a prompt. I can create him and two others, two young black males in a dirty room hollering at a computer all day. And now I can own these AI avatars or these AI beings. I will own them and they will stream for eternity. They'll never age. They'll never get tired. They'll never go to sleep. That's how we gonna do it. We do a little AI bot, a GPT bot, and just keep it rolling. We are in the last of days, guys. But since we are in those last days, make sure if you are in San Antonio to get those tickets to my show at Upstage Comedy Lounge, because I'm gonna need to see you there. So we could have a community meeting and talk more about this shit, because it's definitely going down, if you get my drift. What else we got? Yeah, the industry, Casanat. These kids are doing an amazing job. All these streamers, 21, 22 years old, making millions of dollars to literally be themselves. Casanat started the Streamer University, but I first knew it was over. This is when I first knew the streamers had done a big disruption in the industry, is when I saw Kevin Hart go spend the night with Casanat and Drewski. And Kevin, good dude, but he's an even better businessman. And I was like, oh yeah, this is cool, but this is a goddamn business move right here. You better believe it, people. Business move, pang, boom, spend the night. Yeah, that was a business move, man. That was a business move. And when he did that, all of Hollywood put eyes on these boys. And I would tell them young boys, listen, man, they need y'all way more than you need them. Because people is not watching most of this shit that's out here, man. They not. And if you can sit up and stream and you got 200,000 people watching your ass for 10 hours, do you know the power of that? When you could sit and have all them eyeballs on you, and then you could sell Aquaphor, which is who my podcast is sponsored by today. Aquaphor is the sponsor of today's podcast. So if you are ashy, get that Aquaphor, lotion that skin. But that's where we at right now, man. And make sure y'all come to San Antonio and get them damn tickets. So and pull up on me. But yeah, the streamers are winning. I was watching some streamers Casanat was somewhere at an award show, and the guy, hey man, would you be interested in being on Dancing with the Stars? And Kai got happy. I'm like, bro, shit, you could do your own Dancing with the Stars in that basement, bro. That shit gonna get more attention than that show. I asked somebody the other day, what is the point of late night television now? Does it even serve a purpose anymore? What's the point of late night? I mean, I know it's still on. Every once in a while I see clips, but like, what does it do anymore? By the time it's even late at night, we done read all that shit. It's already done hit the net. People done 40 parodies about it and told jokes, everything. But that, it's interesting because in the business, people are just stuck in that shit. Like, that's literally just how it is. They're just stuck. Some people are stuck in time. People don't want to let that go. Stars aren't even stars anymore. It's different, right? Am I the only one to feel like that? I loved Halle Berry my whole life. My whole life I've loved Halle Berry. But when I saw her in the bed with Van Hunt, and she was talking about something to make her coochie wet, and I'm like, why are you doing this? You are a legend. It broke my fucking heart. I was like, this is just disgusting. But have y'all noticed too, like, back when we were coming up, stars had a mystique. Remember, stars had a mystique. Like, stars weren't real. These people weren't real. The people you saw on the television, they weren't real. And we had like a big admiration for them. And we didn't see them speak much. And the only thing you would hear shit about them, but it might be in the Inquirer when you go to the grocery store or something, but you looking at it from a magazine and you reading a little gossip shit, you know, as you checking out. But in this social media world, my God, what I've noticed is stars had a mystique, because from what I'm seeing now, stars, the big time stars had a mystique because their managers and handlers knew if they talked to the public, they would fuck up the money. Have y'all noticed that? Oh my God, it is some people that talk that you were like a fan of, that you adored. You like, what the fuck, man? Just shut up. I didn't even know you were like this. It's like we are witnessing, like now with the internet and the way attention has been democratized, we are literally witnessing, like, one thing somebody told me, it said the worst thing you could do is see Superman without his cape on. So we keep seeing Superman without his cape on, and it's nasty. When they just talking and dancing and shit and just doing stupid shit and they look desperate for attention, I am fucking repulsed, man. Like, that's what's happening. And I know this is going to hurt. This is going to really hurt. And I'm probably going to get a lot of pushback. I got a sad feeling. I got a funny feeling. It's going to come a day in the next 5 or 10 years, they're going to have Beyonce talking. We're going to be like, what in the fuck? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Beehive, sting me. But I got a funny feeling. I get it. I think she don't be talking for a reason, man. So, breaking news. Elon Musk just said he's leaving the Trump administration. I just saw that pop up. Elon says he is leaving the Trump administration. Elon is tired. Elon is about to focus. That means buy more Tesla stock. He's just about to focus on his stock and his robots. But he is done. Politics kicked his ass, and he's tired. And he was destroying Tesla. Like, well, he wasn't destroying it. The stock was dropping, but people was just getting pissed off because he's doing these political moves. But that's good, Elon. Get the hell on up out of there. Let's look that up. Let me see. Elon is leaving. Let me see if I can pull that up. Let's see. I think Elon getting tired of Trump, to be honest. Because a lot of shit he doing is just like, bro, what the fuck? Yeah, he leaving, y'all. He's trying to put out a big, beautiful bill. He wants to put out his big, beautiful bill. It's only gonna add $3 trillion to the budget. Yeah, Musk announces he is leaving the Trump administration after criticizing U.S. President's big, beautiful bill. Elon Musk is leaving his government role as a top advisor to U.S. President Donald Trump after spearheading efforts to reduce and overhaul the federal bureaucracy. The billionaire entrepreneur posts about his decision on X, his social media website. As my scheduled time as a special government employee comes to an end, I'd like to thank President Trump for the opportunity to reduce wasteful spending. The Doge mission will only strengthen over time as it becomes a way of life throughout the government. White House official who requests anonymity to talk about the change confirms that Musk was leaving. Musk's departure comes one day after he criticized the centerpiece of Trump's legislative agenda, saying he was disappointed by what the president calls his big, beautiful bill. And by tomorrow, Tesla's a horrible car. Horrible cars. They're the worst EVs in the world. Terrible cars. Trump gonna pull some bullshit and try to get everybody to buy a Lucid or some dumb shit. Or put a tariff. We're gonna be putting tariffs. If you got a Tesla, I'm putting tariffs on Teslas. All Teslas get a tariff. So yeah, Elon is out of there. So good, man. Get back to work, man. Make us some money. Shit, I own Tesla stock. Let's get it moving. And I also drive a Tesla car that I love. A paid off Tesla car, may I say that. It's old. My shit old, but I ain't got no car note. That bitch just run. I got my little, I call it my little golf cart. I love it too. So yeah, that's interesting news, man. So we'll see. Elon get back focused on these robots, AI, which is gonna take over. And you know what I'm thinking? And I'm gonna ask y'all this. Y'all can say that, just comment. Do y'all think a AI government would be better than like a person? Like, wouldn't an AI government with a mission, you say, ChatGPT, reduce spending while not cutting off vital programs, and you give it all the problems and spit out a solution, it could just govern. You know what I'm saying? And we good. Because I just think civilization and humanity is just coming to an end. We're at the end of days, man. People aren't reproducing. Women hate men. Men hate the women. Women are lonely. A lot of them delusional. Especially the young ones. Just fucking delusional. Marriage is the last thing people thinking about. Having a family. Nobody values family anymore. And valuing family is a two-way thing. You know, it's like everybody got to make compromises for the greatness of the overall goal. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be a walk in the park. It'll probably be some arguments and shit. But family is the pillar in which society and foundation was built upon. Family. The man wants to go to work to lay the cement to take care of his what? Family. But it's eroding. And that's bad. That's very bad. I saw a woman in her 60s on some, you know what? Shout out to, God damn it, Smitty and D. The Smitty and D podcast, man. I'm watching a woman in her 60s talk about it. Dating in Atlanta is hard. These men just tell you they gonna date whoever they want to date. They say, hey, I'm dating you, her, and her. They don't even care. And I'm like, don't you want honesty? And I don't know if you could really complain in your 60s. I think, look, I know this might be misogynistic, but you know, you should just be worried about a man that's fucking breathing. Does he have a pulse? And I think teeth, if he got teeth, that shit should be a cherry on top of the cake. If he got his teeth in his mouth and a pulse, shit, you winning. Yo, you winning, baby. Don't worry about it if he date. Like, come on, man. Oh, no, I'm going to lose some people saying that shit. Ruth Thor came in and says, letting AI run government removes human judgment, moral reasoning, and democratic accountability. It risks amplifying bias, enabling authoritarian control, and making unaccountable decisions based on flawed or opaque data. AI should support governance, not replace it. That's great, bro, but I think it's going to run it anyway because I think people in government are just going to go ask it the questions and they're going to do what the AI tells them to do. But that was very well written. And it sounds like you got this from AI. Did you get this? Did you go to ChatGPT and ask it about this and copy and paste this? Because that's what it sounds like. But no, other than that, great way to express yourself. My goodness, what a strong vocabulary, Ruth Thor. But I think it's inevitable, bro. I think we will have AI government, and I just think Sam Altman and Elon Musk, it's go like we about to be on some Avengers shit. Like maybe Sam Altman is Elon is Iron Man, and fucking Sam Altman is Thor. Like, you know what I mean? Because these tech gods they gonna take over, bro. Like with all the resources and shit, the money. Like we about to see the first trillionaire, bro. Trillionaire. That's 1,000 billion. That's 1,000 billion. That's 12 zeros. That shit don't even need to make. If you make a 1%, if you make 1% off of that, oh my God, what do? Just take off 2 zeros. And you had 10 zeros. Which will put you at like, that shit'll make 80 billion at 1% interest. That shit is crazy. Shout out to Miranda Turner. I love you too, boo. I'm sitting up here vibing, trying to keep my eyes on the camera. I want to make a stronger connection with everybody out there. Look, I want to thank each and every one of y'all for the support. So I do this shit every week, and I'm able to talk and get my stuff off. A guy came in my DMs last night, and you know what he asked me? He asked me, hey man, are you gay? That's what he asked me. In a lot of posts, on a lot of posts I do, like I might, you know, if I do the call me videos and I'm talking about a guy's hair or something or whatever, he do some gay shit, I say, call me. People will be like, man, why you say that? And I will comment back, cause I'm gay. All right? Like, this is what I do. That's called sarcasm. Now, I don't see nothing wrong. Look, if you gay, be gay. I don't see it. And if I was gay, nigga, my man would be sitting here. You would know. Y'all motherfuckers would know. I wouldn't have had shit. Matter of fact, I feel like if I was gay, my career would probably be a lot bigger right now. I'd be the funniest gay fucking comic the world has ever known. But I told the guy, I said, yo, man. I said, nigga, I'm not gay. All right? I'm sarcastic. You know what I'm saying? So I said, look, you do you, bro. He said, man, but I'm gay though. I said, let's go, man. You be gay. I'm sarcastic. Okay? And then this nigga goes, no, but for real though. You gay? I say, look, bro, I'm not about, you ask me this shit again, I'm gonna block you. So I end up just blocking his ass. I'm like, what the fuck? Maybe I give off gay vibes. I don't know. Do I give off gay vibes to y'all? If I do, I don't give a fuck. It's what it is. Hey, I don't fucking care. But nah, don't be hollering at me in the DMs, nigga. Nigga slid. That nigga ain't sliding my DM. That nigga kicked the door down. Pow! He just, pow! Like a big Timberland boot came through. Are you gay? Like, nigga, I'm not gay. Shit. Anyway, let's see what else we got. Today, Trump pardoned Larry Hoover. Trump pardoned who they call the old man leader of the gangster disciples. He was pardoned today, and Larry Hoover is currently serving like a 200-year sentence. Trump pardoned him. I guess he pardoned his federal charges. However, the state charges remain. So I didn't know. I thought they freed him, but I had to do my research. They haven't freed him. The federal charges are gone, and I guess it would take the governor of Illinois, J.B. Pritzker, to come in and commute his sentence or give him clemency. Yeah. And I guess after that, he can go home. The man is almost 80 years old. He's been incarcerated. Larry Hoover been in jail like bro, like probably 40, 50 years or something, man. So it's what it is. A lot of people celebrate. Look, I'm happy for his family, whoever. He also Trump also pardoned NBA young boy. Okay. And then I'm guessing he wants more of that young black vote, that streamer vote. I want to get the blacks. I'm going to pardon NBA young boy. That's my son's favorite rapper. Baron loves NBA young boy. Very talented guy. Very talented guy. You became a YouTube member. Shout out to Miranda. I appreciate you for becoming a member. I don't really know what that means, but thank you. I don't know if you subscribe to me or whatever, but shout out to Miranda Turner. Matter of fact, let me give you a round of applause. Miranda Turner, ladies and gentlemen. Miranda Turner. One of the greatest YouTube members ever. Miranda, thank you for being one. I appreciate you. Oh, man. But, yeah, so he pardoned him. We're going to see what happens with that. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, Larry can come out, get these young boys some type of understanding. I know he is done with gang life. He's denounced all gangster disciple activity. And it's just done. You know what I mean? Like, to you young boys, man, them streets so goddamn dead, man. If you don't get your ass on that computer, bro, ain't nothing you could do, man. There's cameras everywhere. Matter of fact, my brother just sent me a video of these two little dudes. They were breaking in a car, and the car next to them was a Tesla, bro. And the Tesla filmed the whole break-in, got their whole face in like 4K, bro. So it's like, man, it's so over, man. It's like everybody's going to have to work their mind and become creators or some shit. Because this is what we had. And two, I think, too, with the rise of artificial intelligence and with the rise of this technology, what will end up happening is things, and this was said by Elon Musk, where things are just going to become relatively cheap because production will be nothing. All the robot, all it making all this shit, and it should drive down costs because you have so much supply. It'll be so easy. So we as humans, the only thing we will be looking for is why we're here. Like, we will be looking more for a passion or a goal or a reason for being. That's what we'll be finding in the future. So I really believe that family, you know, God and family is very, very important. And materialism, I think, is about to go out of style. I think materialism is dying out. I think since China opened that curtain and showed us that all this shit is fake, like, I kind of look at everything as fake now. So I'm not impressed by any materialism. Not even impressed by like cars. Like when I was young, I used to be really impressed by cars. But like gas cars just don't really make sense to me anymore. Once you drive a Tesla or like a really nice EV, you'll understand what I'm saying. But they just don't, and I own a gas car as well as my Tesla. But sometimes they just don't make sense. It's just so like convenient. Like the Tesla feels more alive. It's like electric and it just goes. You don't hear shit. It's not a lot of things turning on. So we just in a different day, man. We're just in a different day. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Materialism just won't count. What'll matter in society is experiences. Experiences with your family. Going to the game. Taking a nice walk in the park. That's what's gonna matter, man. Breathing. And realizing that life is so short. I'll be 48 years old this year. I'll be lucky. I'll be super lucky to have another, 40 years? You know what I'm saying? That'll get me to 88. I'd be lucky. So it's very interesting times, man. Also, to something close to me, CVS Pharmacy, as you guys know, I don't know if you guys know this. For those of you who don't know me that are watching this, I'm a licensed pharmacist. I have a PharmD doctorate degree in pharmacy and practiced pharmacy for 20 years. CVS is closing down like 230 more stores, and they also are closing all of their locations in Arkansas because the governor of Arkansas passed a bill. The governor of Arkansas passed a bill for PBM reform, and in the PBM reform bill, it states that a PBM cannot own a pharmacy. Now, for those of you who don't know what PBMs are, those are called pharmacy benefits managers. And that is like a middleman that stands between, it's a middleman that's supposed to represent you, the customer, but it stands between the pharmacy, the manufacturer, and the wholesaler. But it turns out that these PBMs were extorting pharmacies, where you see a lot of independent pharmacies closing down because the PBMs, which reimburse the pharmacies, were reimbursing a lot of the drugs below the acquisition cost. And what that means is you were buying a drug for $20 and the insurance company reimburses you $2 on a $20 drug, and you're stuck with an $18 loss, which is just fucking illegal in business. So shout out to Arkansas for shutting them the fuck down. That's good. And I don't even know if retail store models are going to last. I use Amazon for my medicine right now, and I have no complaints. The shit just show up to the house. Same copay. But I had to go get something for my wife, and I had to stand in line and shit. And it's just like, I just don't think that model is going to last. And I believe a lot of those stores are the new Blockbusters. And sometimes I was thinking about, man, I should quit this comedy shit again and go back to work. But now I don't even know if it'll be a place for me to go back to. But you know what I mean? Like work in pharmacy, because if all the stores and shit evaporate, you got robots working in the hospital, I don't know where this goes. It seems like AI will eliminate our profession. We're like blacksmiths or some shit. You know, there'll be a few, you know what I mean? But it's messed up, man. My prayers go out. I want to talk to the prayer. Hold on, let me check some of these buttons. No. My prayers go out to Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter, man. Travis Hunter just got married. He signed a $46 million deal with the Jaguars. And he married his young lady, his woman, with no prenup. And from the videos and pictures I see, I don't really think that this young lady likes him. I didn't see Coach Prime at the wedding, nor did I see Shador or Shiloh. So I could tell you this. This woman is definitely one, you know what I mean? Because now she might as well suit up and get on the field with him at this point, because he's going to be so vulnerable. And unfortunately, being the pessimist that I am, I believe that this young lady is going to cause him a lot of heartache and rob him. No, I believe she's Spanish, Stinker Bell. Let's take a look. Let's see. I think she's a Spanish lady. I don't think she's white. She might be white. Let's take a look. This is his wife. Let me tell y'all something, man. Lord have mercy. This is gonna be a problem. I'm trying to get a big picture. Yeah, Liana de la Fuente. So that's his wife. And we just, oh damn, I ain't even showing y'all. Let me show y'all. Yeah, that's the wife right there. Damn. I wanted to get a bigger picture. Yeah, this is her, Sports Illustrated. God damn. Can I open this whole image? Yeah, that's her, guys. Oh, I can blow it up. That's, y'all can see it now? Yeah. Yep, that's her. You can see the tattoos. That's mama. They all smiling. I pray that this young brother's okay, but I think she about to take his ass to the cleaners. Saw a lot of pictures where it looked like she just doesn't really like him, and it's just unfortunate. I had a lot of the young people getting on me because I roasted them on Instagram, and you know, a lot of the young men, you lame as hell, you lame. But I know Prime tried to talk to, hey man, hey Travis man, what this bull junk about you not getting the? You gotta listen to Prime. What's this bull junk about you not getting a prenup, Travis man? Gotta get you a prenup, Travis. Yeah, man. So I think this is gonna be one of the hardest hits he receives on the field. Is gonna come from her, because once she get that baby and no prenup, woo, hoo, 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 hoo. If I was her daddy, I'd have been so happy. I'd have been crying. We done hit jackpot. Like that motherfucker won the goddamn lottery. You hear me? Lord have mercy. Well, they look good together. I hope that I hope it work out for the young brother. But you know, these kids, they don't want to listen to you nowadays. The kids don't want to listen. Man, you ain't even want to listen to me. What in the bull junk? You ain't want to listen to all that bull junk. I got to get my Coach Prime down. Yeah, maybe they will. Maybe the internet and me talking shit will help them. That'll help push them together and help them lock in sync. I pray. I really do, bro. Shout out to Root Thor. All right, guys, we've done this, man. It's been 54 minutes. We've been here. I think I covered everything I want to cover. Oh, one last thing. Waymo. Have y'all heard of this Waymo? And I know I was talking about AI taking over. Waymo is a driverless taxi. We just got them in Atlanta. So now you can just jump in them shits. I don't know if they cheaper or what. I mean, they probably be cheap for now until they run out of Uber drivers the fuck out of business, and then they'll jack up the price. Like, we not, as humans, we ain't gonna even know how to do shit no more, bro. We already don't, we really don't know how to use maps. They taking clocks out of schools because kids can't tell the time. The kids can't read a regular celestial clock with the hands and they don't, that shit look like an old compass to them. So they're taking that out. They can only reach digital clocks. And I believe, like, we use so much technology, our amygdalas are going to shrink, and we're not going to even be able to think for ourselves. So the ChatGPT subscription could go up to goddamn $1,000 a month. And you know, if you don't pay it, you like, man, I can't even think without this shit. What is happening? Well, this has been real, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Thank y'all for coming. I gotta add some stuff. I gotta work on this. I'm gonna add me some stuff. Like, call me. I gotta add something to these buttons. So did y'all enjoy the show? Let me know if y'all enjoyed the show. Shout out to everybody watching me on IG. So let me see. I'm still over there. Y'all enjoyed the show? Hell yeah, I see y'all, man. What you talking about? I'm sad. Also, sickness will be healed. God damn. Yeah, we cooked, man. All we could do is enjoy this, y'all. Listen, man, my name LeVar Walker, man. We do this every Wednesday, man. This LeVar Walker Show podcast, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up on your boy, man. And I'm getting up out of here. Y'all got any questions for me before I leave? This is what I be doing in shows and shit. I don't want to go. Any questions before I leave, guys? Anything you want to talk about? Want to go over? Nanya Bees Nest. Nanya Bees Nest been pulling up on me. Shout out to Nanya Bees Nest. Listen, y'all got any questions for me? And two, tomorrow morning we'll be back. I'll be covering the trial. I caught a headache covering it today. I'm going to cover the trial. Let's see what happens. Okay? And that's that, guys. Wait a minute. Nice, bro. Thank you, Ruth Thor. I appreciate you. Appreciate your input, brother. Thank you for coming in. But that's it, guys. Listen, nothing but love, peace, and hair grease from the Soul Train. All right, Malik, pull up on me, man. Charlotte, Malik, Charlotte, R. Hill, I see you. Peace and love, peace and love. Let me see where everybody checking in at. We still big. Oh, YouTube. 44 on YouTube. Oh, that's so dope. Shout out to YouTube, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up on the boy, man. Listen, man, my name LeVar Walker, man. I'm going to see y'all next week or even tomorrow. So, holla back.